I almost feel like Cat's Eye is more of a concept. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think SNL, it's going to be hard to watch it without Bowen. If you have any questions for Oscar, leave them in the comments.
One less lashing in the afterlife for me.
Oh, wow.
Every last.
Getting right into the religious trauma of it all. Hello, divas. Welcome back to the Club Crave podcast. I'm so glad you decided to join us. Wow. Off to a rocky start there. I'm so glad you decided to join us this week. It's Christmas this week, but it's also all of the holidays, which we love to celebrate, include Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Yes.
What are the other ones?
I don't know, but I just I say happy holidays like religiously. So.
Happy holidays. You know what? When I worked in retail, happy holidays was my little way of fighting back. It was standing up for what I believed in. It was me doing that small thing to change the world. Happy holidays. It was the year of 2020 when Trump said that everyone, and it's a war on Christmas is what he said. It's like no one says Merry Christmas anymore. So
was that 2020? Because
I remember it very vividly.
When I worked in retail, I already had been told about the war on Christmas because I was like very deep in the religion. So I remember like I was the opposite. I would like tell every customer Merry Christmas. Like I was that person. So now I'm trying to like reverse
before you.
So every happy holidays I say is like one less lashing in the afterlife for me.
Oh, wow.
Every last.
Getting right into the religious trauma of it all.
It's hard without, if you talk, it's going to be a rough week for me in general. It's just this time of year.
Let's not put that out into the world. It's going to be a good week. We have a lot going on. I'm sure you all do too.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to keep it fun and light.
Absolutely.
Place for you to come hang out and chill away from the chaos of it all. Because listen, I get it. Going home for the holidays, we all look forward to the holidays. It's like, oh, we're finally going to get a break. We're finally going to get to relax. And then you think about it. It's like, oh my gosh, we're going to spend most of this with family, which we love our family, but it's giving 4 Christmases. It's giving chaos.
It usually gives 4 Christmases. This one, I think.
This one's actually 2 Christmases.
This is a 2 Christmas. So that's
3. Because your aunt.
So? Yeah, that's true.
We're staying an extra couple days so we can.
So usually it's giving 5 Christmases. Yeah, I feel like usually Christmas with your family, even though it's just one group, usually it just feels like 2 because we just.
Yeah, Justin has a big family. He's got divorced parents, so like that's a lot of Christmases.
Yeah,
and then my family, we've got my grandma. I don't know. I guess we spend a lot of time with my family usually.
Could you call it 2 Christmases this year if like we're going to be together and then we're going to travel together? Or I guess because we're not going to your parents' house this year. No.
We're going to Florida.
Yeah, so that does simplify things.
We are going to Florida this year. My mom wanted us to be close to my grandma for Christmas this year, and we all wanted to get to the warmth. It's sunny. It's bright in Florida, but Florida is a little spooky. It's got the Florida man lives there, so we don't love that. But hey, we got our Airbnb. We'll kind of stay to ourselves. It's a nice place. Like it's got a pool and a hot tub, and it's a walking distance to the beach. So I think we're in like Sarasota-ish. Not be doxing us, but not that it matters who's going to come get us. We'll be on the beach living our best lives. But yeah, I guess we're spending New Year's there, and then we're going to do Christmas together there as well. So, and we'll be up in Indiana for a little bit of it. So, what are y'all's Christmas plans? Let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear and just kind of see what y'all are up to. Some people, don't have a whole lot going on. Some people stay home. Maybe you don't have a relationship with your family, that kind of a thing. Maybe you find friends to hang out with. I think that's important too. Hopefully you've got some cool people in your life you can spend these days with, because I'm sure it could be hard going online and like seeing everybody posting and getting excited to be together, and then it's like, dang, that would be hard. But anyways, you have a home here at the Club Crave podcast as well. So you're spending it with us. We tried a little bit here on the set to make it festive. I actually collect nutcrackers. So fun fact.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of nutcrackers. I try to just keep it to getting one every year. I know my parents get me one every year. So I just kind of just wait on that. They got me the gay nutcracker here, as you can see. And then we got a big guy over here. So yeah, I love a nutcracker. I don't know what it is.
It's sexuality inclusive, size inclusive.
Okay,
we got all the nutcracker representation.
Hey, we love inclusion here.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the Club Crave podcast. This is a podcast by fans and for fans. We interview influencers, we interview fans, and we have episodes like this where we talk about hot topics. I'm joined today by my husband, Justin. He most of the time will join me on these hot topic episodes, but I am excited to announce and say that 2026 is the year of virtual interviews for the Club Crave podcast. So I'm going to finally dive deep into this world. I'm just nervous. I've always been nervous about the virtual podcast of it all. I think it's just the technical parts of it, but it's also feels like I like that in-person human connection, but it's going to be good. I think, I love to be able to touch and be oh, I don't know. It helps with the nerves too, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have quite a few ideas of who we're going to have on. I will put this out there.
Manifest.
So I wasn't going to announce anything. I wasn't going to say much about it. I probably said it on a live stream here or there. But as you guys know, I run Oscar Crave, fan account for Oscar Gracey. Trishmas was just a couple weeks ago. Actually, shout out Trisha. She's performing right now. We're filming this on Sunday night in Canada. It's her last Trishmas show tonight. But I was in LA for Trishmas. And I was in the talks with Oscar Gracey about having him on the podcast. I tried to set up something with him at that same studio that I filmed with Spill Sesh. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out logistics wise. We know Oscar is a busy king, so we don't fault him at all for that. But he did say when I talked to him there at the show, he's like, let's set up a virtual interview. So I think you can expect a virtual interview with Oscar soon. So if you have any questions for Oscar, leave them in the comments. I want to know what you guys want to know from Oscar because we've seen him do a couple different interviews here and there. He's pretty open about things on the podcast. But I'm thinking somebody who runs his fan account and consumes everything Oscar. I'm thinking I want to know more about his childhood. I want to get into that and where he was a diva, he's always been a little diva. I think he loved, all the pop girlies back when he was a kid. And all those videos that I unearthed back when I started Oscar Crave, him kind of hanging out in his bedroom. He was making that video. What was
the fish?
The fish. He was showing off a fish he just got. And he had a Gossip Girl poster on his wall, and he had Taylor Swift playing in the background. I want to ask more about that, Oscar. So anyways, sorry about that, y'all. Y'all, there I go with the y'all again. You hate when I say y'all.
No, I
don't. The camera went out. It's overheating. It's overworked. I think we're all feeling that way.
So you're always overworking all
sorry,
of us.
Camera.
Overworking me, overworking the camera and the lights.
Justin always has something snarky to say. That would be your podcast. Snarky, snark.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm only snarky with you.
That's true.
I'm people I'm close to, but yeah.
Okay, well, what were we even talking about? We're probably saying Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are having a great holiday. Happy holidays, actually. Justin, you look really nice. I said, Justin, put on something holiday vibes, and he put this on, and I was like, it's not very. I mean, you've got a little bit of red in there, I guess, but it's kind of giving Hallmark
fall.
It's kind of giving Hallmark Christmas man.
Yeah,
which is good. That's cute. That's the vibe.
I'm a carpenter. and you can have me or you can have the CEO.
Or
I'm a nice person and I believe in Santa Claus. So you have to pick me at the end. That's usually how it goes.
Only if you rent out a shop for 6 months for my plant studio.
Wait, are we going to talk about that? That movie was crazy. I don't even remember what it's called.
Guys, we just watched this movie on Netflix. I can't even believe we haven't seen it. We've seen clips online because it's Jennifer Coolidge is in it, and she has some iconic moments in the movie, and it's the one where she's like, "The gays, they love me. Why are they always so obsessed with me? But I love it," or something like that. So yeah, it's a great movie. Do you remember what it's called?
It's something single. Like, I can find it real quick.
I can't remember, but yeah, it was just like a really cute gay rom-com type Hallmark silly movie. It was really sweet, but Jennifer Coolidge killed it in that movie. But the main actors were actually really good in it too. And then the mom was an actress that she's been in things, but I can't remember what she was in. But definitely recommend. Justin's going to look it up.
Single All the Way.
Single All the Way. So I would definitely recommend that if you haven't seen it. I feel like maybe we're the only ones who haven't. Or it just never really went as popular as it should have been.
It was really good. I mean, but it was, you bring that up because the ending was just crazy.
I mean, it's really bad, but it's good. It's so bad it's good.
I guess we can't, no spoilers, but.
Yeah, do not spoil
it. But I guess I can say if I would have surprised you, even now as a married couple, if I would have given you that surprise at the end that was this Christmas gift, we might have been having talks about like maybe couples therapy or something. I was
giving more like, let's not ruin the ending. But
if you love the movie,
it's good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
We don't want to say too much. Well, we have to shout out the Hot Girl Crash Out Hotline. If you are a viewer of ours, you know what it is. We want you to call in, crash out about literally anything. Put it in your phone, put it in your favorites, call us whenever something happens because we want to hear about it. You know, we know life is busy. Sometimes you don't always have a friend or someone to call when something happens. So, you can call my voicemail and scream it out into the ether, and then we'll get to it in a week or so and give you some advice or just react to it on air. The phone number is 323-380-2191. Speaking of the holidays, we had a great week this week. We went shopping and we pretty much got our Christmas things together. I think we laid out all our gifts yesterday, and that's kind of what we do. We buy gifts for people, and then all of a sudden, like as soon as Christmas is coming close, we start to panic, and then we lay everything out, and then we see which piles are too small. And then we're like, okay, we need to get a couple more things for that pile. So we did that, and I went on Amazon. Well, we don't love on Amazon, but I did do an Amazon quick shipping to get a couple things that I needed because my grandma's boyfriend, I don't know why that's always funny to me that my grandma, 70 years old, she's got a boyfriend. That's funny to me.
That's crazy.
Do like grandmas have boyfriends a lot?
Yes.
I don't know why
my
that's
grandpa
funny.
has a girlfriend.
That's true.
Yeah.
Love
it's
that.
Just, it's a thing.
It's silly. I don't know. It's cute. It's silly. Yeah. It's fun. I love it. But he is a big fan of like one of the football teams. Oh, my mom, the Minnesota Vikings, I guess. So I quickly got on Amazon and like, I didn't know where I would go find anything Vikings out in the world. So I was like, let me go to Amazon.
I react like that. And I remember like, oh yeah, I like to pretend I'm a Vikings fan. That's like my like deep lore is like if I'm ever pretending to be a straight person and they're like, what's your favorite sports team? I'm always like Minnesota Vikings.
What do you know about the Vikings if somebody asked you? Follow-up questions.
I'm always making everything political, but it's Tim Wald's favorite team, so I just
knew that was coming.
It. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, it was a good week. Christmas is here. We're just again getting excited for the break, and I guess a lot of traveling coming up. But we'll be in Florida soon, so that's all is good. Well, where should we go? Okay, so I guess we want to get into some hot topics, but real quick, we do want to say, I guess it is a hot topic. In-N-Out just opened on this side of the country. So actually here in Nashville. So we have multiple 3 In-N-Outs now. Yeah. We're so excited, you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. I literally went to In-N-Out when I was in LA, and then the week after it was when In-N-Out opened. And Justin and I went on the very first day. We were like, oh, this will be cute and fun. Like, it'll be like maybe an hour or two wait. Cause that's what people were saying online. Guys, it was 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
We waited. And then we sat and ate in the parking lot. So really we were gone for the house for like 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oops. And it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good memory, like we had fun. Justin got a lot of work done and homework in the car,
I did pass both my classes for the few fans that care about my academic journey.
You do have some people, social work people, which we love. So we're happy In-N-Out's here. We did go again the other night, and we only waited 45
So
minutes.
It is getting better.
So it's gotten a lot better. And we went on a Saturday evening. So like now I feel like we can go on the weekday and it'd be like pretty normal.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, at this point, In-N-Out might be the only thing like keeping me from going like poetarian.
Okay.
Because like they don't have any other options, so you have to eat a burger.
Oh right, yeah. I'm not.
And really it is really good.
I'm not really a red meat eater until it comes to like a burger from.
But I'm a virtual farmer now because I discovered Stardew Valley.
Okay.
And so I named all my cows. I just and so I can't. I don't know. They're so cute and precious.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the In-N-Out experience was a lot of fun. And congrats to us here in the South. We have In-N-Out. I think they're going to slowly start expanding.
I didn't realize how many In-N-Out haters there are because we posted the video of us at In-N-Out and so many people were like, that I would never wait in line, even like if it was like a minute for an In-N-Out burger. I'm like, this is crazy.
Everyone has strong opinions when it comes to In-N-Out. I posted a video of us, I think I was like crying in the car because we had waited 3 hours or whatever. And little did I know we had another 3 hours to go.
We were a little delusional.
But in the comments, I think I got more comments than I did likes. I think people have such a relationship. I mean, hey, it's a good for In-N-Out for having such loyal fans and fans that think that their opinion rules everyone else's opinion, they're the only ones that are right about In-N-Out and their burgers. And like, they have a very intimate relationship with the brand. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But like the comments were out of control. Everyone like were giving their orders or they were saying like, of course, everyone's like, now California's coming to Nashville, which all the Republicans hate,
which I love,
which honestly is great. But when you walk into an In-N-Out, I'm telling you, all the Republicans are there. So I mean, there's just a look, I mean, sorry to say it, there just is. But they were there, they showed out, and hey, it's all good. We love In-N-Out. We're glad they're here. But yeah, it doesn't stop us from moving to LA. That's not the reason we were going. So, I feel like it's like one of those things where like LA is so special when you go because like In-N-Out's there, like that's one of the cool things that you don't see, you don't have anywhere else. But like now when I go, I feel like I'm in LA. Like I was standing in Nashville at our In-N-Out and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm just in LA right now. And I love it.
It is. They hired a lot of people though. Like
I have to insert my pictures because there was like 100 staff behind the counter. It was crazy.
Oh, you did take pictures of it? It was like, whoa.
Chaos.
Which I get it. I mean, they probably were understaffed for that first day and then they like hired a bunch of other staff people, maybe.
I don't think they were ever understaffed. I think they always had a staff. Yeah. I think the first day was just insane.
Yeah.
I mean, people showed out.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the hot topics. You ready?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down.
So, SNL was Saturday night this last weekend. It was the Christmas episode. The host was Ariana Grande.
Insert sound clip there.
And Cher was the musical guest. And it was Bowen Yang's very last, I can't believe that, episode as a cast member on SNL. Bowen, I think, was on it for about 8 years. I want to say.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
And it was really sad. I love that he got Ari to come, be there with him for that and celebrate this big moment for him. The sketch they did was really good. It was like a Delta employee was retiring and he was like passing out eggnog at Christmas time and Cher played like his boss. what was this? The CEO of Eggnog at Delta was Cher played.
It was just silly.
crazy. But yeah, no, it was really sweet and like really emotional. I feel like Bowen's got a big future ahead of him.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like we all know this. This is not like, crazy. He's going to go on and go.
He's already been in multiple movies,
TV show or a movie, or go on a comedy tour. Like he could literally do anything at this point. So we're excited for Bowen. And really sad that he's going to be gone from SNL. We do love an SNL. We do keep up with the clips.
I'm going to call it now. I think SNL might be making and maybe it's just been constant. I can't talk about like the history because I only kind of got into SNL in college, but I just feel like I've seen since then a bunch of people being like, oh, it's not like the old days of SNL. And
everybody always says that about SNL. And
maybe they always say that, but I just like Ashley Padilla.
There's a lot of great new talent.
Yeah. And I've, I get what people are, TikTok. Maybe we're going to talk about the TikTok awards too today. Cause I get like TikTok is very, very cringe, but Jane Wickland and Veronica, are both people that I followed since the pandemic. And I'm so happy to see them on the show too. Yes. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's fresh. It's different. We're getting into a place there. It wasn't Bowen. Bowen was like, honestly keeping it alive for me, but you could always tell like the same people were writing the same sketches and none of them were funny and they kind of like dragged on too long, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like there are really good seasons and then really kind of just mid seasons of SNL.
Yeah.
Like the past like few seasons have been pretty good. Am I wrong about that? Like I feel like they've been really
I feel
good.
like I almost wonder if the difference is like, especially with them hiring like TikTok comedians now too. I feel like it's more catered to our generation and younger.
That's true.
Than it used to be.
Because I think somebody like my uncle would probably go,
"What is this?
Like this is not what SNL used to be." Because SNL like it did used to be a little bit more like crude humor wise, which we still love there is a line there. Yeah. And like I feel like sometimes SNL, like I don't know if SNL really ever crossed lines necessarily, but like I think they try really hard not to get close to that line anymore, which I think some people can take that as like this is not funny anymore, but I still think there's ways to be funny and like obviously like not get close to the line of being offensive in any way. But
I mean they still have Colin and Michael doing like the news, and they do their thing where Michael makes Colin say terrible things at the end. So I mean they're always going to be on that line, but I think it's more like it feels very slapstick, which I will always appreciate. Like what they say in a lot of the sketches never makes sense, but it's funny because of that, I don't know. I'm excited to see where they go with it. And I hope that they give the new cast members and what is it like the special guests or the featured performers as well, like time to really shine. Cause I feel like that's something they don't always do well. Is like they're featured, and then they just like have like one line and like a sketch Trisha? Every month. Well, Trisha wasn't. No, I mean like the featured cast members. Right. Yeah, but like Ashley's getting like every sketch, and they're giving like Veronica.
And they're
featured.
Time. They're featured cast.
Yeah. Okay. And then like Jane Wickland, I feel like her first season they had her, they didn't know what to do with her. She's the piano, but now they're like, oh, we get you. And they're giving her stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like it did take her a minute to really show that she can really take it, and people will find it funny because like there was a one sketch recently and it seemed like she wrote the whole thing. And it was like this really wild, like, I feel like you're on an acid trip almost, but I was like, we're riding the Jane Wickland train and I'm on it, it was good. Yeah. But yeah, I think SNL, it's going to be hard to watch it without Bowen. And it is like mid-season, right? Because like they go until May. So it's like kind of odd that he's ending in the middle of the season, but honestly kind of iconic. He got his diva sandwich in between Cher and Ariana. So,
and I gotta say it too, like if anyone's coming for Cher because she was lip syncing, she's 79 freaking years old.
We did look it up.
Your grandma could never. So shut up.
I was like,
oh, she killed it.
People do really hate a lip sync when you're old and stuff like that. Like,
I felt like I was watching history.
It's literally like we love the idea of Cher. We love the like I don't know exactly. Like it felt like history. Like it felt like gay history. It felt like queer joy. It felt like, oh, I love Cher and her Christmas outfit, and like she looks so cool. Like she's always like staying up with what's cool, I guess, and what's trending. Like her outfit was killing it. Like she looked great. The dancing, you know, she was doing a little step touch.
She was doing, yeah.
It was cracking me up though because the song was like kind of more of a chill vibe, and the like twinks twirling around her were going hard. I was like, is this the same song that they're dancing to right now? Because they're going hard.
Maybe we just didn't have the bass turned up on our TV or something, you know?
I don't know. It was wild, but you know, I was like, you go girl. SNL, we love.
Yes.
I told Justin, I was like, our bucket list. Well, I'm adding it to our bucket list. We've got to see SNL live in person.
It would be fun
once.
Yeah.
Even if we have to stand in line all day, we'll go in the summertime. Or I guess SNL doesn't film in the summer. We'll go in the spring, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can't really plan it though, like too far in advance. I guess you could just say, hey, whatever host I get, we get. But
do you get tickets or do you just have to get lucky?
You can get tickets, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard.
So you wait in line and just cross your fingers, basically.
Yeah, but you can submit to get a ticket to SNL. But I think it's like 100,000 people request tickets, but then only like, I don't know, like a few thousand do get tickets because the audience is so small there.
Right.
And then they only film once a week for like a few months. So, but yeah, then they have a standby line that people camp out like overnight to get to go. Like I know when Taylor was the host, like people were there for like 3 nights ahead of time. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, we're gonna go eventually. We've got to make that happen.
Maybe when Trisha comes back,
when Trisha hosts one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, Oscar's had a lot going on lately. We'll just bring Oscar up as a hot topic because he's kind of, hey, Cat's Eye. He went to Cat's Eye twice. Those meet and greet photos are cracking me up. There's like 13 different fans get invited into the room, and Cat's Eye's just sitting there, you know, on their chairs. They like barely like make any kind of interaction with them. You know what? Those girls are iconic. They don't deserve to have to like talk to every single person and give them their energy, you know? Hey, if it was in the fine print.
I also feel like that's their vibe because like I remember when Cat's Eye, because Cat's Eye's been around, but like they're just now blowing up. Is that kind of correct? Or have I been asleep for a while?
Thought Cat's Eye got put together through one of those like reality shows.
Yeah, but that was a couple of years ago, right? Like, haven't they been releasing music for a while?
I'm not sure.
Maybe I'm nuts. I don't know. But like, I came around once I heard Gnarly, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't know about this song." Gnarly, first listen, I was like, "Yes, obsessed with these girls."
Yeah, it's really good.
I can't even. I tried to pick a favorite and I can't. But anyway, all that to say, they give this diva energy, and you're like, oh, like why are you don't even they just give like cool girl, like I don't know how to talk to them, and then you just like keep watching more videos and you realize they're so lovable and so amazing.
Oh, they are.
Like,
yes.
You know what I mean? So like literally, if I like did a meet and greet with them and they didn't even like talk to me or whatever, like I don't even care.
Yeah.
Just to be graced by their presence.
I almost feel like Cat's Eye is more of a concept. You know what I mean? Like
I like that.
They're not meant to like get to know them like too personally because they're just like, they're Cat's Eye. Yeah. I feel like I have like a hyperfixation is starting to activate. I don't know when, but soon with Cat's Eye. Like I feel like I'm about to go hardcore into it.
No, because I got really into it, and usually it's after I start to like not be into it much anymore that you start to. So
it takes me a while.
Chronologically speaking, you're about to be obsessed.
I think it takes me a minute, and it like I don't know what it takes, but it's one day I'll click on something and then I'll be all in. So and then it'll be over.
Because you're already kind of getting into like your K-pop era.
Yes, I have been. I never thought I would.
So I think like maybe 2026 is the girl group era.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Simon Cowell is trying to bring back the boy bands. I saw this on Netflix.
Everyone is, because that show we watched too, like Building the Band on Netflix, like they tried to reheat, what's his name? Harry Styles nachos.
Oh yeah,
it's like Harry Styles with eyeliner.
Oh yeah, that one guy looked so much
he
like
was so sweet, but like it just sucks sometimes when production's like trying to turn you into something that you're not, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think like a boy band would be great. Another boy band would be awesome. I would love that. But you shouldn't be emulating any other group. You should just do your own thing. Because every boy band has been very unique in their own ways, you know?
Yeah.
I guess like you think back to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, I guess they're pretty similar in terms of like, you know, the streetwear of it all.
Sure.
And like
there's a formula.
Similar songs.
Yeah.
But like 5 Seconds of Summer, would you that's a boy band. That's very different than like a One Direction.
Sure. No, I think so much of like a boy band, girl band success relies on like the people being likable and fun. I don't think it's necessarily about them having, which is crazy because Cat's Eye, they're all phenomenal. I mean, because they were in a competition. Like if you were off note one week, you were out basically, you know, so like they are the best of the best, but typically speaking, not to bash on One Direction or anything, but it's more about like, what's your personality? Like, how do you guys interact together?
Yeah.
You know?
So, right.
And
I think
you can't just make that happen by like, you know, and I feel like it's not the same as an industry plant, but it just feels like manufactured. Like it does. It hasn't.
Yeah,
been
the shows
kind
of make it feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love it
genuine
because. Oh, go ahead.
And not manufactured. Frequency.
Oh yeah,
we love. I stand. They're iconic.
You can talk about them. I don't know if nobody knows who they are yet.
Well, they will.
Fortunately, they haven't blown up.
It might be the name. I think they need a better name.
The name is bad.
It's not
all
the
of
best.
the names that came out of that show were rough.
Yeah, they were horrible. But those 3 girls, man, they're iconic.
So Justin's talking about a show called Battle of the Bands.
Building the Band.
Yeah. And it's a show where it's a cool concept. It's actually hosted by Backstreet Boys. No,
he was on the Trish podcast.
What's his name? He was in Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. I don't know.
He was on one of those.
But he was on the Just Trish podcast. He was a guest. He's really nice and he's a really sweet guy.
An ally.
He's like not a toxic man. Yeah, we love a little ally.
That's gonna bother me. Isn't it like AJ or something?
Oh yeah, AJ
Yes.
McLean?
Yeah.
McLean, yeah. Something yeah, good job.
I got it. Yeah.
Teamwork. Yeah. He hosts it and then they bring like a bunch of different, I guess everybody's young. I don't think there were any middle age or older people
on the cast. They were all very 20s, maybe like a couple 30-year-olds.
And it was kind of giving Love is Blind because you don't see the people that you're like trying to team up with to build a band.
Yeah.
And you're singing and you like basically like are connecting with people and you say like, hey, would you want to be on a band with me? And like they commit to you joining their band, but you can only join like one band, right?
Yeah.
So then
they eliminate you like
the show is kind of wild because like somebody would commit to being in somebody's band, but then not get to talk to this person for, you know, a while and they're already talking to other people and then they commit to somebody else after they had already told somebody else this. So it's like, oh my God. Like then it was like one guy went from wanting to be in a boy band to then like changing his mind because he heard such a beautiful like voice and like got the picture of like what it could be to join this like all like mixed group. Yeah. And then he switched his mind and then he was a part of the group that
which is also
won,
again
right?
Names were all terrible. Didn't win. No. Frequency won.
But your favorite was the
I will defend
runner-up.
the Frequency win to my grave. And then the runner-up was, sorry, spoilers. Season 4.
Oh, that's right. But those were season 4 is your favorite?
No.
Oh, I thought they were.
Well, until I heard Frequency, and then I was like, shoot. Like, I don't know. They just have this magic.
Yeah.
I can't explain
it's a good show. I definitely suggest you check it out. But did you watch every episode of it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't watch it because I feel like it wasn't.
No, but it's the music that's coming out of it that I really do enjoy. And I think that's part of it is like season 4, I think has the most potential, but I don't like what they've been releasing. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
And cause it's like, I almost like, I don't want to like critique them too hard. Cause I again, like they're just so phenomenal, but it almost feels like it's like 4 incredible voices that haven't figured out how to like mesh yet fully.
That sucks though.
Yeah.
Because they had this whole show and like,
yeah,
you think right out of it, they'd be great. But I guess, hey, One Direction started off pretty rough. So.
I don't know. They sound really good together, but I don't know. It's almost just more like the social connection I'm not seeing. Whereas like Frequency, like those girls are like in it forever.
Yeah.
Like they are besties, and I just like I'm obsessed with them. I don't know how to explain it.
We got off a little bit, but we were talking about Oscar and Cat's Eye. Now the next thing with Oscar, he finally his campaign worked, and he got Ted Nivision. Hey, that last name really is hard to say for me. Ted Nivision on the Just
There's
podcast.
No way that's right. Ted Nivision, right?
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. I'm like saying it like television. Ted Nivision. Like, hey, that sounds kind of cute though.
He could have his own network, Ted Vision.
Yeah, it's kind of giving Nick Williams TV nachos though. My brand that nobody even cares about. It's fine. No, it was great though. Ted was on the podcast. Oscar's been wanting this forever. I love the like dynamic between like Oscar and this like, you know, good looking straight guy, the flirty energy between it all, you know, it's fun. He came on the podcast and immediately calls Oscar out for ghosting him a couple different times.
Which you appreciated.
Well, I don't know
if to put it all out there, but
I don't appreciate it. But I do feel like it made me feel better because Oscar is right when he says, you know, he's not good with Instagram DMs. He's not. I don't hear back from him for a while. But I get it though. He's got social anxiety. He's doing a lot. I also have the social anxiety of it all, and that's why it's so hard to like, you know, like plan these interviews and like do the virtual interviews of it all. I think like, I don't know, sometimes us like anxious girlies need some time to think about and process things before we do it. So it was like Ted invited Oscar. Did you
we watched it together.
Okay, so Ted invited Oscar to his birthday party, and Oscar didn't read the DM until the day of, or like the day before or something like that. And then Oscar realized he wasn't going to be able to make it. So he, instead of just texting Ted and saying, hey, I'm not going to make it to your party, sorry, he reached out to me and he said, Nick, we need to issue a statement. And then he like sent me the text and I throw it up on a graphic, you know, and put out the statement from Oscar. And it was so funny because Oscar called that out on the podcast, and that was the first time I had heard that Ted actually saw the statement. So I'm glad he saw it, but it's so funny that Ted called it out and was like, "You should have just texted me," you know.
I still remember the day that happened because you were. Isn't that the same thing that you were like? Oscar wants me to like make this statement, but like I don't know if it makes sense to do that, and like shouldn't he just text him? Like you were like also kind of on Ted's side with this one.
I think so. I don't remember too much. It was a while ago. Yeah. But I remember being like confused, like what does it even mean? But I mean, I'm gonna do it because
I'd do anything for Oscar.
Hey,
right?
Oscar's my boss.
Basically, yeah.
Hey, I'm happy to be his unpaid, unofficial. Well,
you signed up for it.
Official.
First.
I can say official. I have it in, you know, on tape. Yeah. He goes, my publicist, Oscar Crave. So we're official now.
I like it.
But happy to volunteer for the services.
Absolutely.
And do my part there. Yeah. But no, it's a really good episode. I loved seeing Ted and Oscar together. They did kind of tease like doing a podcast together.
They would do so.
I think it was more of a joke, but I think it'd be really good actually.
Yeah. I don't know. I just maybe, and I know like you're one to have a bunch of guests on too. I feel like with podcasts, I've always liked the idea of like recurring characters, like not every week, like obviously Trisha and Oscar and Moses.
Oh, right.
But like if Ted could make it like once every 3 months or something, like I don't know, I just felt like they had a really good banter between the three of them.
They did. They really did. And Trish always says she doesn't like to have more than one person on the podcast because she doesn't like that. Like, I don't know. She feels like it's too much to have too many people talking.
I don't think so.
But I don't either, but she just doesn't like it. Like she says like she gets overstimulated or whatever. But like she did really great. Like it was her, Oscar and Ted. And then like Moses was like off camera and like no mic. I think because of the whole we don't want to have too many people on.
Yeah.
But it really is fun to see all of our favorite characters like chatting like that. And like Trish really kept up well and she did a good job. You know, it wasn't like I didn't see her get flustered. Maybe it's because Ted's been on before, you know, and she knows him. But it was really fun to watch. I was like, this would be fun. I think just Trish in general, like, obviously iconic, we love. I would watch it just how it is every single time. But if you look at the analytics and the views are kind of not what they once were. I don't know. I think it's just partly because people are, I don't know, maybe it could be the winter time. People are like doing a lot of different things with their families or traveling or who knows why people aren't watching as much anymore. I mean, she's still getting a lot of views. It's still on like 300,000.
Yeah.
But it used to be 1 million a week. So it's just like, I'm sure there are things that they can do to spice it up, like have recurring guests on or Trish even threw this out there, like start mukbanging with all of her guests every time. I'm like, yes, that would be so good. People love to watch people eat and like, what foods are they going to try? Imagine like Trish and Lizzo, when they did that interview, they were mukbanging together. Fun. I feel like that would have been great to have that on, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there's so many ways they can, you know, spice things up and it can be simple, you know? Well, I don't know if I should put this out there, but I did throw my hat in the ring. I sent Trish an email. I was like, Trish, listen, I have been making content for Oscar Crave for a minute now, and I feel like I have a really good understanding of what the fans like to watch when it comes to like short clips on TikTok. Like I will go and I will screen record a podcast moment that I find really funny. I don't just post the clip though straight. Like I will slice and dice it and I will sometimes reorder it. I will like make sure that there's a really good hook at the beginning. So it's not just like straight posting. It's not like and just anybody can do it. You know, and I was like, let me try to sell myself a little bit for this. I really want to help Just Trish and put out more short form content for them on the official Just Trish account. I think it would really do well. And I think it would help drive people to the podcast. I think like those, there's a lot of moments that are like, I mean, Trish is the queen of virality and like being a meme and stuff like that. Like literally like as you're watching the podcast, all of us know she's saying crazy shit all the time that just is hilarious. That not everyone's clipping. Like there are a lot of moments that I wish I had the time and like to clip it, but it's just like, I've got other things going on, you know, but I would love to like put my focus on this and like work part-time for Just Trish. So, you know, I put my little manifestation out there and, you know, we'll see if we get a response from Trish. But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. I have this whole production background too in college. So I was like, I need to find these little side hustles here and there anyways. So I was like, let me start with Just Trish. And then if it doesn't work out, you know, maybe they're not looking for somebody or maybe they have somebody already in mind to do that kind of stuff. Or they don't, you know, feel like they need to put priority on clips. That's okay too. But I will just go and find that work elsewhere. But I thought I'd start with my favorite people first. Of course, so yeah. Trish, if you're watching, if you didn't see my email, check the inbox.
I will add on because I know people are like, ooh, like, I don't know how I feel about like them doing it remote, but you know, we're talking.
What remote? Oh,
like working remote.
Oh,
yeah. If we can talk about that too. I don't know if you're ready. I mean, it's still patent pending, right? Is it? Just moving to LA potentially. Oh, yeah, we're definitely,
patent pending is crazy. We're definitely thinking about moving to LA. I'm on the Zillow every once in a while, you know, checking what's in our price range. And like, there are things there. I think, we've just built such a beautiful life here in Nashville. We bought a townhome. It's kind of giving up a lot. Giving up living near family and stuff like that. But it's all for the dream of it all and for a beautiful location to be around people that are like-minded, to get out of some scary areas that like, you know, we were just at the mall Christmas shopping and I got weirdly hyperfixated on like all of this people around us that might think of us weird for holding hands, what was
happening. Yeah.
I think I told you.
At the end when I was in Barnes & Noble? Or early, before that?
Oh no, I was just hot and hyper.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I didn't know.
But like when we were walking out, he tried to hold my hand, and I was like,
yeah.
So yeah, it'd be nice to go to LA and just like be able to hold hands and stuff, and just like live our lives and be ourselves without having to think about it. And I'm sure there's somebody that's like, well, just hold hands, like, you know. But like most of the time we do. Like most of the time, I feel like I'm pretty good at just like saying like, "F it," you know, like. And it's good like to show people that gay people exist, you know, and it's good for young people to see that we're holding hands, which I want to be that. But there are times where you just feel anxious about it, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel it too. I don't have social anxiety, I think, as much as you do. My anxiety is more generalized about every possible scenario that could ever happen. We love. But no, I think it's totally valid, especially in the current ecosystem that we live in, right? Like, and I think that's like the thing too, is like, I'll always like offer it, because I think for me, like I'm honestly not always like aware of my surroundings, right? So like I can just kind of
that's true. You aren't
and reach for your hand, but like if you're uncomfortable, it's like we already did our vows. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I know I'm not ever worried about what you're thinking, because I know you.
Yeah,
you know, get it. But yeah, and like you get weird looks here and there every once in a while, but I haven't really had anybody, I don't think, say anything to me. Like, I don't know. I've had friends where they're, you know, called the F word in public and stuff like that. I think it does one of those things when you see like high school boys running around and stuff too. Like there was a bunch in Barnes and Noble, and I guess maybe I did. That was where I like started to get anxious, because they were running around in there, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And we were like an hour south of Nashville at a mall, so like we were in the thick of it, really. So I don't know. I was thinking too much in my head a little bit, but we wouldn't have to deal with that in LA, you know?
There's conversations to be had, right? Like we need to make sure we're smart about it and things like that. I have to finish school first, but I think it's important to bring up, because it's just like, I feel like that's like, oh, he's like in Nashville, but like, no, like we do want to chase that LA dream. I think like we've both had a lot of conversations about it. And I think we're like kind of actively trying to like start taking those steps now to like figure out how we would make it happen, you know? So yeah, just
true that.
Add that to the Oscar Crave lore.
The lore. No, that's no, I think we're definitely gonna make it there. I feel it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like, I think we're so comfortable, you know, it's hard to give up comfortability.
It's like you say too. I think something you say a lot is like, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I feel like you kind of struggle with like a 5-year plan, because you're like, you don't know what's going to happen in 5 years.
Yeah, I hate a 5-year plan, honestly.
You know, so it's like, you know, all things considered, like we don't know what's going to be in the news and what travel and housing costs.
I'll take that back. I would say I would love a 5-year plan.
Really?
But yeah, I think it is hard to, like you said, with the ecosystem and like with the economy and like with just like, I don't know. I think right now it's hard to make that, because it's kind of like we're at a point where it's like we could go either way. We could either take it to California, or we could stay here and continue building this way.
Yeah.
So once we have made that decision, then that 5-year plan is able to be.
I feel like it's helpful for me, honestly, just to like put it out there, you know, because it's like, again, like Nashville has kind of became our home. We went here pretty soon after college during the pandemic. This is really where we got to know each other and grow close to each other. It's where we got our 2 dogs, who are little rapscallions, if that's a word, I think. But at the same time, I think I agree with you. I don't think it's really changed. I mean, maybe it has, but like, I think I'm just maybe more aware of how divided it is here and how scary it can be for people like us and that are queer. And that part of me that is, you know, in social work wants to stay and fight and make it better. But it's also like those things require movements and connectedness and coalitions. And obviously it'd be fun to be a part of like building that movement too. But I just don't know if there's much coalition building happening here in Nashville right now either.
And I think one thing to think too is like, if we move to California, it's not saying we're going to be there forever. It could be like a 5 to 8 years we're in LA and then we come back here, you know, or we go back to Indiana or like, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think California is a great place for somebody like me in entertainment to like go chase those dreams and make it we'll see how far we can take it, you know, and kind of build that career there. And then like in 5 to 8 years, I can come back here and then I'll be able to like do really cool stuff. I have more options here, I guess, if that makes sense. Because of that resume will be built by then, you know? So yeah, I think like it's definitely in the works, and definitely things are happening behind the scenes. So we'll see what happens. It's crazy because that would be like in a year from now or less, we'd be packing this place up if it happens.
Yeah.
It's scary. I feel like it's like the thought is nice, but then when you start making it a reality, it's like, woo, it's scary.
Yeah.
But it's exciting, scary, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
So
I don't know. I just, I don't know if I fully was on, you know me, I get really hesitant and anxious.
You go back and forth.
I go back and forth, but then you came back from Trishmas and I don't know, you just had the best week ever. And like you said, like it wasn't like a vacation trip. It was like you trying to make, you know, Oscar Crave and the Club Crave podcast like a reality. Obviously it is, but like to really take it somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I've just never seen you with like that, like little glint in your eye, you know, like the excitement.
Yeah.
And it, you know, and something we've talked about too, cause you know, we are a couple obviously, and like, it should be something that serves us both, but I think it makes sense for me too. And you know,
yeah. I always say that like, it has to be a joint decision because I don't want you to just be like, okay, Nick, let's move to LA. Here we go. Like, I want you to want to go too. It can't be just me, you know?
Yeah. But no, I think it makes sense.
Would you go? I guess I wouldn't say that. Would you go without me? Because that's weird. But like, would you go?
Sure. No, I don't. Cause I don't think that's the requirement, right? Like, would I go on my own terms? No, but I wouldn't have come here on my own terms.
Right. That's true.
You know, it's, how do I do it without, you know, marriage being, you know, people always saying like you become one. And I always was like, that doesn't make sense. But there's something to that, right? Is like, we're still our own person, but there does kind of become this like kinship or like your souls kind of entwine a little bit.
Okay. And what are you trying to say?
Like just that, like
you do things together, right? Like you're just saying it's a balance and like,
yeah, but like it is like being in a relationship that's long-term and intentional, like making those decisions is something that like, it's not like, oh, does it benefit you? Okay. Now does it benefit me? It's like, yeah, like, does it benefit us together? Because I feel like when you are a couple, like that is kind of how things tend to go, is like, they do kind of collectively support you as long as like you're continuing to communicate with each other.
And if there was ever a moment where you're like, I just love Nashville. It's my favorite city in the world.
Yeah, I'm not there.
I'm like living, laughing, loving it. And I need to stay here.
Yeah.
I would listen to you and it would be hard probably. But then I'd be like, you know what? It's not right now, at least. Like I would at least say like, let's think about it later, but like this isn't right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, it's like the timing is maybe what I still need to figure out, but no, I'm like, I feel it too. It's like, it never felt attainable before. And I don't think it's something that I wanted like in high school, just because like suburbia was pushed on me so bad. But I do know like my uncle got out of Indiana, currently living in Colorado. And I just like, as soon as I went to my first national park, which was Yellowstone, I was like, oh,
it's really cool.
And so I feel like I've always had that like wanderlust in me too, of just like, I gotta get out of the Midwest. And I love Nashville, but I don't know if it's far enough away.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, it almost feels like we went, I feel like we went the wrong direction almost. Like we should have went to like Michigan or like.
You would never go to Michigan because it's too cold.
Too cold. I always have something
I tried with you. I tried to get you to Michigan.
Yeah.
You were
okay,
like,
maybe we should have went to Chicago.
'Cause
Too cold.
But
But I
Windy
love.
City.
But Chicago is cute though.
When we were in Italy, I was trying to try one last shot at getting you to Canada because we met a bunch of nice Canadians in Italy. I was like, Nick, we could be their next door neighbors, and you were like, absolutely not.
Neighbors is crazy for somebody we just met.
They were,
very
nice.
sweet. Yeah, no, I mean, and we were very wine drunk too. It was fun.
It bonds people together. Everyone should just find a stranger and get wine drunk with them. That's a great idea.
Great idea. Love that. Okay. We really got into the LA thing. I'm trying to like ground myself.
Yes. You know who is LA's in California.
I'm trying to do a bridge to what?
I got it. California, the governor, Gavin Newsom. You know who hates Gavin Newsom?
Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Guys. Nicki Minaj, we lost her. I mean, we lost her a while ago, but we were like, this was like the day that like the barbs have fallen. I think like I was never a Barb. I was never like a Nicki Minaj fan. I'm not going to stand here on like a high horse and be like, I never liked her. I knew she was, no, nothing like that. I just was Team Cardi. I just loved Cardi. But Nicki Minaj spoke today at a Turning Point USA event alongside Erica Kirk. Really wild to see her there talking about how she loves our president and her vice president. That alone was insane to see her do all that. But then she like had a weird Freudian slip up. Well, I wouldn't even call it a Freudian slip. It was just like a weird thing. I guess, I don't know. She called our vice president the assassin, JD Vance, to Erica Kirk's face. Obviously, she didn't mean to say that. Yeah. She froze, literally looked like she like blacked out in the moment. And Erica Kirk is like trying to like help her. It was really bad. It's bad. I mean, it's kind of hilarious though, you guys, because like it's funny like when they finally got like this, A-list music star that like all the girlies and gays love, and then she gets on there and says something insane like that. It's kind of funny. But it's messy over there on the right. Turning Point USA. We don't know what the hell's going on over there. Erica Kirk's got fireworks going. Her husband literally just was shot in the neck I don't even know, 3 months ago. And she's out there living her best life, flirting with JD Vance, all the things. So it's messy out there. Nicki Minaj though has officially like, kind of locked it in. And obviously, she's over there.
Yeah. I mean, this is the nail in the coffin. But for me, the nail was when she came for Megan Thee Stallion. Like,
well, yeah,
and I'm sure there's stuff before that, but as soon as
there's a lot of stuff before that too. But like, this is her at her first political event. Like, she's like wants to be like a spokesperson and stuff, which is insane.
Yeah, it's scary. I guess we were talking about this too. Like, I don't even know. Like, it just feels so out of like left field. I guess
it does.
Just like Nicki Minaj being Republican.
Well, and like you said, she's shown signs of this for a long time, though.
Right?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I guess like she did a really good job of hiding that side of herself, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I wrote down some of the things she said because I was like, I just cannot believe. She said, I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not going to back down ever again. Erica Kirk asked, why do you think speaking your mind has become controversial? Nicki Minaj says, because people are not using their brains anymore. We're not allowed to have different opinions anymore. This is not what the world used to feel like. I think like she's getting it twisted majorly, obviously. Like when it comes to speaking her mind and not feeling like she can. That's when it comes to like your opinion is harming people. It always comes back to that. Yeah. Like it always does when it comes to like the Republican, Democrat opinions or whatever. Democrats want, I don't know if I want to say Democrats.
Sorry.
It's hard because Democrats is this umbrella of people. Then we have liberals and progressives.
And socialists.
And socialists. Justin always wants to act like he's as far as left as you can come, or he's further left. We're on the same page with literally everything.
No, I know.
It's his background, or it's like his, I don't know.
It's because I'm in social work.
Well, that, and you went to a Christian college, and I
have to push back against their agenda. Yeah.
Right. So you're pushing my agenda too, but we don't have different agendas at all. But anyways, where was I going with this?
Sorry.
Help me.
Nicki Minaj.
Wow. People aren't using their brains anymore. So yeah, I think that just goes back to like, Republicans don't care if people are harmed, if it like makes them feel more comfortable, or if it's like, it's always about like personal convenience or like egocentrism or all that kind of stuff. And then it's like, we just don't want people to be harmed. Just let people be, let them live their lives. That's crazy though, right? Because like Republicans are supposed to be the freedom party, like everyone be free, that kind of a thing. Well, that's not what they really believe in. They believe white middle America should be free. That's about it. That's all I have to say, because I don't know. It is really odd because Nicki Minaj is also black and she's from New York City.
But we've seen that time and time again too.
I know, but it's just
because there's so many different ways you can spin it, right? Because I mean, at that point, you can still say like, well, Nicki has tons of money. She's married to
she's out of touch,
a rapist, right? Child rapist. I don't want to.
No, her brother was a. Well, we shouldn't say the word that word because I think it can get monetized. You can say rapist. Yeah, but I think her brother was a child rapist.
I think she's married to one too. I'm pretty
well. There's something
sure.
with her husband.
Yeah,
I think he like something with.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe
he did like assault, different. Domestic violence, but
like they were probably.
But the brother,
adult, which is
go ahead.
Still bad. Is that what you're saying?
I'll let you talk.
The brother was with children, and her partner was with an older person, like of age person.
I'm not sure exactly. I was just saying, I think that's what happened. The brother, something with children, and she bailed him out like 10 years ago of jail, which is also wild.
She hasn't successfully done that, I thought.
No, that's the brother. The husband. The brother. Oh, I think the brother went back to jail after he got, because Nicki did bail him out 10 years ago. Okay. But then I think he must have went back to jail.
I guess that's where I keep going back to, is like, there's so many different ways you can look at it. I'm very interested in just the psychology of it, right? Of like being conservative, because part of me is like, maybe it is just unintelligence. I hate to say that, where it's like they actually believe these things.
Right.
But I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think it's more maybe what happened to me with religion, where like I know what I'm believing is wrong, but like there's just like this intense fear and this need for inclusion.
I think the fear is what it is. I think it's the fear mongering. I mean, our president has said this is really getting away from the whole Nicki thing. But he has said time and time again, immigrants are violent. And when he says it, he doesn't always say illegal immigrants either. He says immigrants. And like either way he says it, that's terrible to say. Yeah. But it's making people think anybody who doesn't look white are violent now. It's a marketing thing. Like I study marketing. This is the thing. I understand how if you repeat something so many times, people are going to start believing it, no matter if they're thinking critically about it or not. They're just it's like a debate technique too. Yeah. Repetition. Okay, so there's a couple of Hot Girl Crash Out hotline calls that I have missed. I haven't gotten to. I don't know why. I think we realized we filmed too long or something, and then it's like I can't get to it. I don't know. But we're going to listen to a couple of calls here and catch up. So if you want to hang out with us a little bit longer and listen to some calls, you can. Also, feel free to give us a call, and you'll be on the next episode. And we'll give you the advice that we're going to give these people. Well, obviously different advice, but we'll give you the chance to get the advice from us. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Oh my God, that tone beat freaks me out. Love you guys. This is Abby. I think I was like the first call on your podcast. You guys are so sweet. So this is going to sound like bad, but then it's a happy ending. So I feel like I manifested something. Like if this was a Reddit title, I feel like I manifested something. And so last night, my husband was working on fixing our car that died on us all day, and then we thought it was fine, but he went to test drive it and it blew up, basically. Not like an explosion, but something in it blew up, and our mechanic friend basically said we're out of car, like it's total. He works the same days, so we're kind of like, we were super stressed trying to figure out how am I going to get to work, we only have one car, blah blah blah. But for some reason, you guys, like, I just felt like I would stay positive about it. Like, I'm just going to remain positive. But, and then today, which normally I can't do, I'm a crash out queen. Like, I will think of everything negative. But I just, for some reason, was like, I'm going to be positive. And today, I found a check on the counter, and it was like a class action settlement check from Uber Eats for $200.
Okay.
So I feel like I manifested that check, and it's going to help us, like, with a down payment on a new car. Okay, love you guys. I feel like this was too long. Okay, bye.
No, never too long. Abby, thank you for calling in. I'm so sorry I got to your call 2 months late. Literally November 3rd she called. I'm so sorry, Abby. We love you. I hope at this point you got a new car.
That would be nice.
2 months later.
Yeah.
$200 though, out of the blue like that. I heard about that Uber settlement. I think I forgot to like submit for it or something. I order a lot of Uber Eats. I was like, I should have got
what
money
was
for
it
that.
for?
There's some kind of privacy thing. Oh, it always is that with those settlements. Like they accidentally leaked your information, or like who knows, or they like sometimes it's like something in their terms and conditions, like they promised one thing, but then like they weren't keeping their word for, I don't know. Or like it could have also been extra charges added. Cause I know Uber Eats got in trouble with like their prices were more expensive in the app than they were like if you ordered at the actual store. And then they were like taking the extra profits. It could have been any of those things. They're a little slimy. But Abby, love you. Thanks for calling. Sucks about your car, but hey, we love looking at the bright side of life, right?
Yeah, a little bit of windfall there, with the money.
$200, it's not a lot, but it definitely that's a chunk of money towards a down payment, like you said. So that's great.
I feel like the car issues are like so commonplace, right? I mean, they probably just always are an issue.
Car problems are awful. I hate having car problems. I had car problems for like 5 years of my life.
You don't realize like our whole society is just built around cars.
Well,
so if you don't have one, you're screwed, basically.
Right. Well, yeah. And if you're broke, you're likely to, not saying you're broke, Abby. We're just Justin works in social work.
Right.
And we're talking about this a lot. Like things that keep you broke, right? Like what keeps you broke? Well, car problems keep a lot of people broke.
Yeah.
Or not having a car. But I'm saying if you have a car and you have it breaking down all the time, that'll keep you broke.
No, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I've been there hardcore. But Abby, I hope you guys got a new car. Okay, let's get into the next call. This one came in a little bit more recent, December 3rd.
Okay.
Hi, it's Evie, and I am calling to crash out over all of the FOMO that I have that I am not here for your LA adventures. I am so much enjoying seeing all of the stuff that you're doing. I was literally crunching the numbers like last night to see if I could make a little surprise appearance, even though financially it does not make any sense. Hello to your guests, whoever they may be. Whoever you teased was very exciting. And I'm very motivated to get my money saved up and join whatever adventures are happening in the Trishverse in 2026. Okay, sorry for yapping too much. I love you. I miss you. I'm so happy to see all of the Trishmas fun. And okay, bye.
Aw, Evie, we love you. Thank you for calling in. If you guys don't know, Evie is a podcast editor here at the Club Crave podcast. She edits every other video. So we kind of worked out like a little situation where like I just needed some extra help, you guys, with the editing. It was just really like, it was making it for where like I wasn't putting out content every week because like I would get so caught up on these edits and I wouldn't be done in time. Then I would be stressed to even film because then I would have to think about editing. Like it was a whole thing. And I also just wanted somebody who could come in and like with a different, like, I don't know, perspective and like add little overlays and just fun things throughout to make it a little bit more fun for you guys to watch. So Evie's been doing a great job. If you watch the last episode, she threw in some things that just killed me. She like put JoJo in when she's doing the dance. She added some other things that I didn't even like give her the idea to do, which I love. I love when she takes the creative liberties to just run with it. But I always say, don't take too much time doing it because like I unfortunately cannot like afford to give her, too much. But I say like, let me help you. I start the edit for her and then she kind of goes in and sprinkles in her fun things. So, Evie, thank you so much for all of your service to the Club Crave podcast. We love you. We did miss you in LA. We talked about you the whole time. I just remember keep saying like, oh, I wish Evie was here. It was like me, Carla, Jessica and Ben Verde. We were all hanging out. And yeah, it's just like, we had a great time, but it was like, yeah, we miss you, Evie. Because you're definitely part of our little squad or whatever we've got going on. But it was a great week. But I think 2026, like you said, is the year she's going to do something. We know that. She says she's probably not going to tour, but she says that, but like, I think she's going to do a book tour. Oh, I think because she does have a book coming out next year. She keeps teasing. I love. So she's been writing it, I think, for the past couple of years. Mm-hmm. And she has an editor and she's got a publisher. That's so cool. She's working with. And she said she spills quite a bit of tea in this book. So yeah, I know. I feel like there's going to be stuff about some, people I don't really like to name, but I hope we get some more because like I really want to know what she has to say about these things. And I think it's like powerful to put it out in a book, because like you're telling your life story. They can't really respond to it. You know what I mean? Like they can put stuff out on the internet, but like these people, I mean, when you put something in book, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's there forever. It's like, it's a step above making a TikTok. You know what I mean? It's if it's in your Barnes and Nobles, I don't know. I just feel like it's more powerful to put something out there in a book and like you say it in a graceful way. It's not like a dramatic thing. Like she's probably not like spilling the tea. She's probably just kind of like commenting on things in her life and like what she learned from those experiences and those people that have kind of wronged her. So anyway, all this to say, we'll probably see each other, Evie, at a Trish book tour stop, and maybe we'll come to LA for that. Justin and I want to come to LA at some point in the spring/summer to like just hang out there a week and just kind of feel it out. Because Justin didn't get to come with me to Trishmas either. Was sad he wasn't there as well. And just kind of, make sure we love LA before we make the jump. And we'll probably look at apartments and stuff like that too. So if you're there, or maybe we can plan it around Trisha's book tour if she announces something around that time. So anyways, love you, Evie. Thanks for calling in. And thanks everyone for watching the Club Crave podcast. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up, honey?
I don't know. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And
we love you guys.
A happy new year. And comment below your New Year's resolution and something you're manifesting.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, if you made it this far and you heard that, definitely leave the comment because I would love to see who made it to the end. That's like something I'm really working at right now is just like looking at analytics and see who's actually watching to the end because, I get it. I get bored too and I click off of things. So we're trying to keep people engaged and hope you're having fun listening,
And if you clicked off and you can't hear this, tell us what we can do better.
Well, honey, I unfortunately think they're not going to be able to do that. But anyways, at the Club Crave podcast, we like to end by saying, bye, divas. Are you ready?
I don't know.
I think you're ready.
Okay.
Bye, divas.